Hello, my dear friends. Welcome again to another episode here in our series on Henry Nowen. Kabay pa nga hindi ka mo matakaan, kakunatakaan na ka mo, tiambot. But I hope that the sharing that I am imparting here, the lessons that I am talking about here, can hopefully help you in your spiritual life. Some of the ideas here might be a little bit difficult to understand, but I think in the continuous learning process, we will come to a point that we will come to appreciate also the beauty of all this. No? So, I hope that you will be patient with me and will continue to support me through following this channel no, here in YouTube. I don't know when this will end, but as long as we are still in pandemic mode, as long as we are in a quarantine and people are, and I cannot really impart my knowledge to others personally, I hope to use this vehicle, this platform, as a means of reaching out to people, and I'm hopeful that this will become relevant in your lives, no? And hopefully it will also bear fruits in your spiritual life. Before I proceed, thank you for all of you who are giving me feedbacks on the channel, on these lessons that we have here in CBLEonline.org channel in YouTube. Thank you for your feedbacks, and these are highly appreciated. Okay, let us continue our lesson on Henry Nouwen's ideas on spirituality. Today, we will be talking about the movement from opaqueness to transparency. What is opaque? What's an opaque? Inabilang something that the light cannot pass through. That's an opaque object. While a transparent object is that which allows light to pass through. So there's a difference between opaque and transparent. An example of an opaque object is a ceramic cup. You cannot see a light passing through the other side because it is opaque. It does not allow light to pass through. Glass, on the other hand, like for example, your champagne glass, your wine glass, or your drinking glass, these are transparent because you can see on the other side of the object. No? So that's an example of opaque and transparent. Now, in the spiritual life, our movement is to move from opaqueness to transparency. It is to move from being opaque to that of being transparent. So what do we mean of opaqueness in the spiritual life, and what do we mean of being transparent in the spiritual life? So that will be our topic for today. Now, Nouwen would always tell us that the realm of God is always of light. It is transparent. And the way we access this is through contemplation. As I said, contemplation already in the previous episode is to allow God to be God. It is to allow surprises to happen in our lives. It is to empty ourselves of preconceptions and other biases so that God can enter. Now, it's like a cup that is empty and the Lord can fill it with water. That's contemplation, or rather, that is contemplative stance or contemplative attitude. Now, that is something that we need to develop in us in order to be able to have this profound encounter with the Lord, according to Nouwen. So it's moving from the opaqueness of the human reality to that of the transparency of God's light. Okay. Ibagrios Ponticus, one of the desert fathers, who has a great influence on spirituality in both the East and the Western Church, the Eastern and the Western Church, calls contemplation as theoria physicae. Theoria physicae. So what is theoria? Theoria is vision. physique is of the real nature of things. So, contemplation now is that ability to see, to have a vision of the real nature of things. So, a contemplative sees through the object. His vision is transparent also. He can see beyond what is obvious. Because the obvious is not, most of the time, is not what is real. What is real sometimes is hidden. And it would take a contemplative attitude to be able to penetrate into that opaqueness of the world. Okay, so masikang father ko kadalom. Okay, I'll give you an example. Muna ba lagi sa ikabuhi naton, mga bagay-bagay ba lang kunara sa panahon na kuha naton, undergo ina nga experience, though hindi ka kaintindi, no? Though hindi you don't understand. It seems that God failed you. It seems that God has abandoned you or something. For example, sa mga giyera, sa mga irinaway sa pamilya, bankruptcy, wala kwarta, o ano pa, no? It seems that diin ang Diyos di. Those are the moments wherein it can seems to be opaque, that God's light is not seen anymore. It doesn't pass through. Okay, I give you a very good example from my own life. Sa una, sa bago pa lang ako nagpare, kinanlang ginamon ang salakyan. No? Kaya na-realize ko during mga 2 years na ako sa pagkapare, nga wipe ako sa salakyan and sakay la ako sa public transport. Ikabudlay kaya nga ako nga assignment dito sa Sarabia. So I have to travel pa from Sarabia to Bacolod to do some errands or something else, no? Kaya why man sang extra nga salakyan niya ang parokya nga gin-assign sa ako. Besides, I'm just merely an assistant priest, so I cannot really demand these utilities. Sa isa ka adlaw, nagkuhan ako, naglaha ko sa Robinsons, no, sa may bata ng Pibla. Tapos panaog na ko, kaya mabantay na ko sa series, ka malabay, pakagto sa Sarabia. Ara mo kayo nag-ulan. Turutudog yung ulan. Kasi ko, oh my God, kabut lagi dyan gali Lord kung kasalakyan niya, kaya ma-stranded, kaya tapos may ginalagas ka pa nga schedule, may area mass nga adlaw. So na-stranded ka sa Bacolod, akigan ka pa sa kura paruko mo, ang ipabayaan mong imuobra. Naglaw-lagaw kaya ya. So, during that time, I was so low, and I was just trying to avoid getting wet by standing on a small shed. It was a very small shed, and it can barely cover my head, and I feel so bad. So I told myself, maybe I should buy a car, but I cannot afford a brand new car. So may kilala ako nga may ginabaligya siya nga tawag siya nga pick up. Tingnan nga pick up, second hand, third hand nga nilabot sa akon third hand na. Naguba-guba pa. Pero gibakal ko siya because that is the only car that I can afford at that time. Even until now, I can't really afford any luxurious cars. So that's why I have just a very small car, no? Jeepney lang ako. It's very small. Kaya wala masarangan sa budget ko. Okay. So, nagbakal ako. And of course, it was good intention. And wala man niya problema between me and the one who sold it to me because she is also, she has been a good friend before. And even until now, although we do not have any communications, pero masaling kong nakakuan man siya. We are in good terms. Even until now, wala problema. This problem did not cause any break in the relationship. Now, kaya sila, negosyo nila, naputo. For so many reasons that I don't want to divulge this publicly. But in the end, nagkakaso siya. Ang kaso niya, kaya may utangan siya nga isa ka inchik diri sa syudad. And then, ang gina-check kali na sang korte kung ano propiedad mo, adto kay wala ko na transfer. Wala ko na transfer sa akon ngalan ang salakyan. Nakita sang korte nga na-registered din sa ngalan sa ako na friend nga nagbaligya sa ako nga may utang sa inchik. Kaya naging kuha, ginkuhan siya, sequestered siya. Kag gin-award sa incheck bilang bayad sa utang sa akon nga kilala nga nagbaligya sa akon sang iya nga pick up. Di kag to ko sa korte ka nagsiling nga nabayaran ko na ni. Tapos ginkayo ko pa ni gimbakla ko bago nga guma kay di makulbaan na ako nga daan ang guma kay basi maglupok sa dalan. Gipakayo kong air condition, gipapintahan ko, gipakayo ko ang motor, kadako sa nagasto ko. Sobra pa sa gibakal ko nga bili. No, nagdoble pa. Ay abaw, ti ang korte hindi na pwede. So ang tag-iya mismo no, ang inching kagtuan ko man nga ako sang ko nga ako na ni siya gibakal ko na ni wala niya ginhatag sa akon, this is my money. Tapos nagambal man niya nagutang sa imo nga kilala ko ya nga babayad mo siya sa imo ya. Hindi gid mapasugot ang inchik. Perti gid klase inchik. Te ano ginimo ko? Bakit sa may mo kay korte ng gambal ni tingin ko sa sheriff eh. So ginimo ko, Lord, adlay ko pangamuyo. Lord, putuha ang incheck nga ini. Nasindihan ko pa siya kandila adlaw ginaya sa katedral. Gapanaoy ko na sa may kumbinto sa katedral kama masindi kandila ka mga muyo. Lord, putuha ang incheck nga ini. Ikatraidor ang klase sang incheck. Gabai siya, Lord. Gabai siya, putuha siya. Di ka nalabay ko sa tapang ko, sinasang kuan, sang inchi ka na. Kita ko ng ilang mayara sila nga baligyan nakadako-dako man diri sa kuan, sa diri sa Pinabakulod man ah. Te, kadalabay ko, wala ka kaputo, do nagamanggaran, nagamanggaran. Ito nagadamo pag baligya ya. Ay siling ko, wala ipe ka pangamuyo ko. Te. Sa uli, after 3 months, nga mo ito pangamuyo ko, kaputuhon ng incheck nga ato, nga wala man na puto, base sa palabuto, maputo, mangi siya kabay pa. Ay, nakuntat na ako sa pangamuyo, sina. I stopped praying that way. And what was the takeaway? What was the lesson I've learned? This is it. And I think this is a movement from opaqueness to transparency. From my own anger, from my own frustration, from my own, hatred towards that person. Nadalayan ko bilang pangamuyo, kaputuhon siya. Tapos magkikita kung why mo siya kaputo, naguntat naman lang kita ko pangamuyo. And I have come to realize that the anger is no longer there. The frustration is no longer there. Wala na. That's why kung maglabay ko sa etapang ko, makita ko nga nagamangarano siya, gayo mo lang ko, ay mangarano ba siya gyapon. So kita ko man ang ako sa lakyan, kita ko sa dalan, kasugata ko, ara nagatambay sa etapang ko, hindi nag-wave kung nasa lakyan ko, hello! I have some good times also video amo nang itsura mo so kaya ako nagasto sa imo galinti wala na hello hi amo na na ti ano nga akon nga natabo sa akon. I think that is the transformation of the self that happened in prayer. Nadula ng anger ko. So, una maglabay ko, grabe na panginit ko. Pamuyaya ako yan, no? Pamuyaya ako. Hindi ko katulog sa pangamuyo. Yan, putuhon siya, every waking hour ko, guro ka magbalik sa ako, nang nakuha ko, nadula ng pick up. Ang mga pangamuyo ko, putuhan, yung ching. Pero, sa huli, sila na-transform. I don't think na na-transform tong incheck na to. I don't know him in the first place. Kung maputo, mag-isa pila ka-adlaw, mas maayo pag-ida. I'm not sure anyway. I don't know that person anyway. Pero, the point is, sino nagbago? Ako. Nga the anger is gone. The hatred is gone. Di wala na. Tawahay na kuya. Nan. Kaya pa naguramba sa Ginoo bala nga pray for your enemies. Natural gina siguro ako kapray sa enemies ta. Gapray ta nga ba Lord, kami panggabaan mo na siya Lord, sige. Basta dala mo lang nga kuan nga pangamuyo kag hindi mo lang matabo nga nagabaan ng ibu kontra or why sa malaing nga tabo sa ila. Masili ka nga, sige na Lord, bahala ka na sa iya. Nan. And that is I think the reason behind the command of God that says, do not hate your enemies but pray for them. Pray for those who persecute you. It is not because that the person will change. Sometimes the Lord will touch them, pero most of the time, kitaya ang ginabago. From the opaqueness, from the blindness of our own hatred, from the blindness of our own desires, we move to the light. Yan. I think that is the beauty of the teachings of Noen, no? Nga ang iya ginapurso diya, hindi nga baguhon mo kalibutan. Hindi nga baguhon mo ibang nga tao, isa ang mga tao nga gusto magbag-o sa ibang nga tao becomes dictators and become cruel people. No? Nabi ikaw gusto mo bag-o ng iban, ang katabo is ikaw nga gusto magbag-o sang iban, you become cruel yourself because you do not sympathize, you are not compassionate anymore. Pero no one will teach us, you don't change the world, you don't change others, you change yourself. You move from opaqueness to transparency. And from that movement of opaqueness and transparency, you will see that God is working in you. Yan. Tika bay pa nga amo na aton nga attitude, no? Contemplative stance. Of course, this is always a process. You do not just say nga, contemplative stance na ako. No. It doesn't happen that way. You really have to undergo the process, no? The purification that happens for this movement from opaqueness to transparency. All right. Now, because of this, when we move from opaqueness to transparency, how do we do this? The spiritual discipline is necessary. It is to take the blindfold that covers our eyes from the brilliance of God's light. Just like what I said in the example I mentioned, I move from the blindness of my self-pity, the blindness of my hatred, the blindness of my frustration and dismal dismal feelings against this person of the loss of my pickup, to the feeling of being unjustly treated by the laws, by the courts, no? Feeling ko daw, ay wala gid pulos ng klase sa korte ng Pilipinas, ako na gito nyatag pa sa iban nan. Pero I move, those are the opaqueness of my experience, and I move towards the transparency of God's light by allowing myself to slowly empty my cup from the desire or from hatred, no? So feeling ko nga tabo sa akon kada pangamuyo ko, do ginakwaan ko sang isa ka kutsara siguro nga tubig ang tasa. Hasta nga naubos ang tubig. Ano yung tubig? The hatred that I have towards this person. And so, at the end of the process, empty na yung cup ko. The cup of my heart is empty na. And once it was empty, I can see how God is teaching me there. And that is the same true also in your life. So, I hope you will answer the question for your journaling. And thank you for your continued support of my channel. Thank you very much. God bless us all. Please don't forget to stay for a while and answer the question that follows.